Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a story about Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos that reminds us of the depth, warmth, and resilience that can exist in partnerships, both on screen and off. This isn't about drama or gossip. It's about life's unexpected shifts and how people we admire navigate change with courage, grace, and care. What unfolds is a story of partnership, adaptation, and hope, showing that even sudden transitions can bring growth, reflection, and new beginnings in our personal and professional lives. Whether you're a longtime fan or simply interested in human stories, this one offers a gentle reminder of how connection, love, and shared history shape how we respond to life's surprises. The studio that morning. The studio felt different that morning, though no one could put a finger on why. The lights, usually bright and energizing, seemed softer, almost as if they were bending to the mood in the room. Kelly stepped onto the familiar set, her heels clicking softly against the polished floor, and yet the spark she normally carried was slightly subdued. The audience sensed it too, an unspoken weight floating in the air. Smiling as she greeted everyone, her voice was steady, though tempered by a quiet tremor that suggested she had something on her mind. The first glance toward Mark's empty chair was enough to tell viewers that this morning would be different. Even before she spoke, everyone felt the shift. The routine had changed, and with it a small but significant part of the rhythm they all shared. Facing the unexpected life often presents us with moments that arrive abruptly, asking us to pause and adapt. For Kelly, the previous night had brought news that Mark would need to step away from the show for reasons that could not be postponed. It was sudden, heartfelt, and left her with a mix of emotions: surprise, concern, and a twinge of fear for what this change meant for their professional routine. Their partnership had developed over years, a rhythm born of shared laughter, trust, and seamless collaboration. Losing that presence, even temporarily, was bittersweet. Yet Kelly understood the necessity of supporting a loved one's choice. Life occasionally presents opportunities that cannot be ignored, and embracing them gracefully, even when it feels uncomfortable, is part of the dance of partnership. Sharing the news. As the cameras rolled, Kelly addressed the audience with careful composure, her sincerity evident in every word. She explained that Mark had to step away unexpectedly, that the decision was difficult and thoughtful, and that while transitions can feel sudden, they also create space for new opportunities and growth. Her hand lingered on the spot where his coffee mug usually sat, a simple gesture laden with meaning and shared history. The audience sensed her authenticity immediately. There was no attempt to dramatize or oversell. She simply conveyed the reality of the moment with honesty, emphasizing that love, support, and trust remain even when daily routines shift unexpectedly. The tone was one of warmth and reassurance, reminding viewers that transitions, though challenging, are part of life's natural rhythm. Behind the scenes. During the commercial break, Kelly stayed in her seat, gazing at the empty chair beside her. Crew members moved quietly, offering subtle support, but she needed a moment to process on her own. The time spent with Mark on set had been filled with laughter, inside jokes, and the kind of ease that only comes from truly knowing someone. That absence was immediately noticeable, yet it carried a quiet significance rather than sorrow. Kelly reflected on the shared mornings, playful teasing, and unspoken understanding that had defined their partnership. When she returned to the cameras, her professionalism guided her movements, but beneath the polished exterior, she honored the memories and connections that had made the collaboration so meaningful. Reading Mark's letter. Kelly reached for a small envelope Mark had left for her that morning, a personal note meant to bridge the physical distance with words of support and encouragement. Unfolding it carefully, she read aloud his handwriting, warm, imperfect, and alive with personality. The letter expressed love, gratitude, and confidence in her strength, acknowledging the change while reaffirming their partnership. Mark's words celebrated shared experiences and encouraged her to embrace the moments ahead. As she read, her voice carried emotion without losing poise. The audience leaned in, captivated by the quiet power of connection expressed through simple words. This was more than a goodbye. It was a message of trust, care, and resilience, showing that love can remain constant even when circumstances shift. Emotional reflection and behind the desk, Kelly allowed herself to feel the weight of the moment fully. Mark had been more than a co-host. He had been a partner, a collaborator, a companion in the rhythm of her work and life. The sudden absence reminded her that partnership is not measured only by presence, but by mutual understanding, support, and shared history. While goodbyes are inherently bittersweet, this one was framed by love, opportunity, and mutual respect. She wanted viewers to understand that connection and support endure even when daily routines change. In that quiet reflection, Kelly found clarity and grace, seeing the transition not as loss but as part of the evolving journey of life. Moving forward on set. After the broadcast, Kelly lingered in the studio, fingers tracing the armrest of Mark's chair. She whispered small reflections aloud, remembering laughter, shared teasing, and countless moments of collaborative joy. Even though Mark was physically absent, the warmth of their partnership remained palpable. This quiet moment honored both the past and the possibilities ahead. Kelly embraced the memories while remaining open to growth, finding comfort in knowing that strong connections do not fade with distance. A phone call from Mark later brought laughter and gentle teasing, reminding her that partnership exists beyond immediate presence and that trust and affection continue to bridge any gap. Embracing a new chapter. In the days that followed, Kelly returned to the studio with renewed focus. She missed Mark's presence but approached the work with intention and curiosity. Guest co-hosts joined, new routines emerged, and opportunities for discovery unfolded alongside the familiar rhythms. She kept small reminders of Mark close, photos, pens, subtle mementos, holding on to joy while making space for change. Each day became a delicate balance of honoring shared history and exploring new possibilities. Slowly, the studio felt lighter, yet brimming with potential, and Kelly embraced her role with renewed energy, grounded in gratitude and the knowledge that love and connection can persist through transitions. Speaking to the audience again. A week later, Kelly addressed viewers with a brighter, confident presence. She expressed heartfelt gratitude for their support and kindness, acknowledging that change is rarely easy but that encouragement can ease the journey. She reflected on Mark's choices with pride and emphasized her commitment to embracing her own path with optimism. The audience responded warmly, their applause both reassuring and celebratory. It was a collective acknowledgement that transitions, while sometimes disorienting, can bring opportunity, growth, and perspective. Kelly's confidence and openness reinforced the enduring bond she and Mark share, offering viewers a model for navigating change with grace. A heartfelt conclusion. As the day concluded, Kelly stepped off the set with steady, calm steps, carrying both the warmth of shared memories and the energy of new possibilities. The goodbye, though sudden, highlighted the strength of their connection rather than the absence it created. She recognized that life's transitions, even unplanned ones, can teach lessons, deepen appreciation, and inspire growth. The love, humor, and trust behind her partnership with Mark remained steadfast, a reminder that relationships thrive not just through presence, but through understanding, flexibility, and shared experience. For Kelly, this chapter ended with hope, gratitude, and courage, leaving her ready to face what comes next with an open heart and a clear sense of purpose. Reflections on partnership. This story offers a broader lesson about connection and resilience. Kelly and Mark demonstrate that partnerships, whether in life or work, flourish through trust, support, and the ability to embrace change together. Even when routines shift or opportunities arise unexpectedly, love and respect provide the foundation to navigate transitions with grace. The experience highlights that strength is not always about persistence or visibility. It is also about the quiet moments of reflection, communication, and support that sustain relationships over time. Their journey underscores the value of presence, care, and mutual understanding in creating partnerships that endure. Lessons for everyone watching this unfold reminds us that life's unexpected changes are opportunities to see the depth of human connection. It encourages reflection on our own relationships, emphasizing the importance of support, flexibility, and shared joy. Kelly's handling of the moment illustrates that acknowledging emotion, honoring transitions, and maintaining integrity in communication can foster resilience and growth. This story encourages viewers to consider how love, care, and intention shape our responses to life's surprises and how meaningful bonds endure beyond immediate routines or challenges. Moving forward with gratitude. As Kelly continues on the show, her experience reflects the balance between honoring what has been and embracing what is yet to come. Each day becomes a blend of remembering, celebrating, and exploring. The narrative is not one of loss, but of evolution, showing that resilience, love, and partnership are adaptable and enduring. Through humor, reflection, and intentionality, Kelly demonstrates how to navigate change with both composure and warmth. Her journey offers encouragement, showing that transitions can deepen connection, clarify priorities, and open doors to new experiences while maintaining love and mutual respect. Embracing hope and continuity. Ultimately, this chapter in Kelly and Mark's story demonstrates that life shifts, even sudden ones, can be approached with optimism, thoughtfulness, and care. While routines may change, the bonds forged through decades of shared experience remain strong. Their story emphasizes that love is less about constant presence and more about consistent intention, understanding, and support. It is a testament to how partnerships evolve, demonstrating that connection, trust, and respect can carry us through transitions, leaving room for growth, learning, and joy. A closing reflection. This narrative is not about drama or celebrity. It is about human experience, partnership, and the ways we respond to change. Kelly and Mark's story illustrates that even when life surprises us, strength, grace, and love endure. Through honest reflection, support for one another, and the courage to embrace transitions, they show that relationships can thrive, even in unexpected circumstances. Their journey reminds us that resilience is grounded in presence, trust, and care, and that each new chapter, no matter how sudden, can be approached with hope, gratitude, and an open heart.